Growth is essential, and sometimes changing direction is necessary. But there are moments when we pursue growth or a new path, not because we've outgrown where we are, but because we've struggled where we are. And that struggle makes the present path harder to continue, so the desire for change begins to feel like the solution. But the real question is this: what will you do when the new path also demands excellence before it rewards you with good results? Now, let me paint a picture for you. A barber knows he has a busy weekend ahead, but he doesn't take the time to put his clippers and generator in better shape. Saturday arrives, and he's forced to face the consequences of that lack of preparation. Now he's complaining and struggling through the day, almost as if someone else is responsible for the problems he's facing. By the end of the day, he earns less money because precious time was wasted battling preventable problems, and even more money went into urgent repairs. And he goes home thinking, maybe I need to find a new job. But in reality, the problem wasn't the job, it was the lack of preparation. Another example is a taxi driver who knows his car needs maintenance, yet he fails to do a simple daily check before starting his trip. Before long, he finds himself dealing with a flat tire or a broken fan belt. Now he has to unload his passengers, issue refunds, and waste valuable time waiting for a mechanic. In a worse situation, that same lack of preparation could even lead to an accident, bringing medical bills into the picture. At the end of the day, he goes home saying, maybe I need a new job. But again, the real problem wasn't the job, it was a lack of preparation. This is another example of how unpreparedness can push us towards seeking a new path simply because we didn't handle the one we already had. So yes, pursue growth and sometimes change direction when it's necessary. But make sure you're not running away from the struggle, because every path comes with its own challenges and every path demands preparation before it rewards you with good results. Sometimes the desire for a new path isn't a sign of growth, it's a sign that we avoided preparing for the one we already had.